What's going on? What is going on? How you guys doing? Man, I wanted to come in live. It is good to be back. Trying to see if see how you guys are doing out there. Man, I wanted to share some wealth tips, some mindset upgrades, hopping in. Um, I made a joke saying that the Illuminati is real. All right. And you know, I was being funny, but I was being serious at the same time. I wanted to kind of go over some of the things that I spent a week in a generational wealth mastermind type environment. And this is a mindset call. So I want you guys to join in this week inside the DCG, inside the mastermind. Um, and so I can share some of the things. I'm gonna be sharing a lot in the next week, months, going into 2023. I want to be sure that I upgrade, guys around me and share whatever kind of jewels that we can. Also spent a week with Dr. Larry Fowler, which is he's kind of world renowned. They call him the Picasso of the mind. And basically he has a book called The Science of creating miracles. And it is, I call that the 1%. When I talk about the Illuminati and I say, hey, the Illuminati is real, there's some information out there. Nobody out there is better than you. They just have some information. And we talked about the levels of information, even something as simple as time. It's good to hear different perspectives and upper knowledge and enlightenment on time, on life. I'm kind of stalling right now while guys coming in, but we talked about these four stages of life. And when we talk about the 1% and we talk about the Illuminati and elite, it's like, well, do they really know something different, or are they, what is the 1%? And that is a question that people throw around and be like, oh man, the Illuminati, the elitists, and it's really a way to think different. The majority of the population looks at life kind of in the same view. So I'm just gonna get to it and kind of go over a real quick synopsis, not to stall out. But we went over these four stages. And the four stages was obscurity, resistance, acceptance, and awareness. And at points and stages in our life, when we are born, a lot of times we're born into obscurity. And it's a place of what's up, Brandon? Man, I'm happy to be back. Man, I got so much to talk about with so many of you. And looking forward to like partnering up. And I made a statement that a startup is not the same as a joint venture. We was all put here to be together, but let me continue on this rant. So we all go through four stages in life, in obscurity, resistance, acceptance, and awareness. And most people, right, all of us, all 100% of us is born into obscurity, meaning that we're born and we're here, we're enjoying this, or we had this human experience. And at some part, at some part of our lives, we're all on a journey, right? We are all on a journey of life. And during that journey, during that road, all of us being on that road of life, we all gonna have ups and downs, and we're all traveling our own roads. And you have bumps. And sometime during that life, through our life, we have resistance, right? So 100% of us is born into obscurity. And during our journey in life, the human experience, we go through this thing called resistance. And 98% of the people, go through entire life on this journey and they face resistance, right? And some people throughout their entire life never get over the hump of resistance. So when we talk about the 98%, the 99%, we're talking about the majority of us that go through life hitting resistance and and, you know, struggling with relationships or struggling with internal and why are we born, and, you know, just having difficulty, and that's normal, right? That is, we've all identified that's normal. And then, you know, for some of us, you know, we accept life as it is, and, you know, we go from resistance and we find out the things that we don't know, and sometimes we break through, right? We break through and we get to the stage where it's like, man, you know, I've made it, right? And on that journey, it's like you're going through a journey, you have goals, you tell yourself you're going places, and when you get through that stage of resistance and you break through and break out of it, you know, you hit a stage of acceptance. Like, man, I made it, I'm accepted, right? And you accept yourself, right? That is, you know, a smaller percent. So you had a 98% that's stuck in, you know, resistance throughout your life. Then sometime you had this breakthrough, and that breakthrough becomes, you know, acceptance of, you know, your life and who you are. You know, it's just like if you was diagnosed with cancer, you know, right now, right? And they say you just don't have a month or 2 months to live. You know, sometime a person was like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just accept it. I'm gonna die, you know, and I'm gonna enjoy these last 2 months. You know, it is rare that, you know, everybody gets to that stage where they accept where they at and what it is in life. But throughout the journey, you know, it is like we're all on this plane ride, right? We're all riding this plane. And, you know, the captain comes out at certain times of the plane and says, hey, everybody put on your mask. Put on your mask, you know, we're going down, you know, we might have a hard landing, right? And you had this hard landing, you know, you as soon as that happens, people pray, people, you know, look at God or look back at their life, and they start feeling like, oh man, you know, the plane, the captain just came out saying the plane is going down, you know, and they automatically think that we finna die, you know. They start praying to their God, they start, you know, thinking about the kids, having regrets. You know, we're all on this journey of life, and you get resistance and turbulence, and some people, they accept that and be like, you know what, it's fucked up. I'm dying. The plane, the captain said the plane's gonna crash. The plane crashes, and everybody on the plane, somehow they go down in the rough, and now miraculously we live, right? We basically go through this crash and we live. And so what do? Right? We like, damn, we got a second chance. You know, I was on this plane ride, I was on this journey. I faced this resistance. They told me I was gonna die, and I survived. I'm here, we're on the ground. What's the next thing that we need to do in our lives? You know, at that point, you're on an island somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and it's like, you know what? I got a second chance. I got a second chance. The captain came out and told me that I was gonna die, and the plane crashed, and I prayed, and God gave me the second chance. Or, you know, it was acceptance that I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to survive. So at this point, you know, you face the resistance, you survived it, and now it's like, all right, I have to accept that I'm here, right? And I accept it, and so after that crash, you know, what would you do? Well, we're gonna take inventory. Take inventory of, all right, what do we have left? Like, you know, the plane went down, and you know, we thought it was dead. Now all of us are here together, and the inventory. All right, so somebody had in their bag, they had some rope. Some other guy, you know, he was going to an axe hunting tournament, and he had some axes. Other person in their bags. You lay out all your inventory. You lay out and see who's here on the island. Like, you know, you might have some guys here that's like, he was being transported, he was a prisoner. Another one was, you know, a survivalist. You know, you take inventory of what you have. And it's the same thing in our lives, that we take inventory of what do we have available? What resources do we have now? Right? You know, some of us was blessed with certain goals and gifts. Some people, you know, can think fast. Some people have photographic memory. You know, we all have something to offer, right? And once you get that second chance, you know, you gonna say, well, damn, I was here for a reason. I didn't crash, I didn't die. I had this gift, right? And, you know, I'm not here alone. I'm here with other people, right? And how, you know, I told God if he saved me and I didn't die in this plane crash, I would, I want to thrive. I want to live. And so now you're here on this island, you have these resources around you. And so instead of just surviving now, it's like, how do we thrive? How do we thrive on this island? We got the second chance, right? I accepted that I was going to die and I didn't die. And now I'm here. And now I'm accepting that I must have a gift. It must be something special about me, right? Because I've been through these journeys. How many other journeys do I have to take, right? If you've been through a lot and you've been through the tough times and you've, you have your ups and downs. How many more plane rides do you need to take? How many more times do you need to face this turbulence, right? At some point, it's like, you know what, I'm ready to break out. It's the same thing when it comes to like losing weight or it's like, how many times have you set a goal and didn't accomplish it, right? And at some point internally, it's like, you know what, I'm fed up. I can do it, right? I can live. I can not only live, I can thrive.